Pause for a moment and look within. Have you ever stood at the crossroads of your life, your heart pounding with hope, your mind swirling with dreams, only to feel the cold wind of doubt and the heavy hand of adversity pressing against your back? Have you wondered, as so many have, why the doors of opportunity sometimes remain closed, no matter how hard you knock? Why, despite your talents, no matter how hard you knock, why, despite your talents, your education, and your honest efforts, the summit of your ambitions seems shrouded in mist, just out of reach. If you have felt this way, know that you are not alone. Every man and woman who has ever aspired to greatness has stood at this very threshold, wrestling with invisible forces that seem determined to hold them back. The world is filled with stories of those who, in the face of overwhelming odds, refused to surrender. Their names are etched in the annals of history, not because they were born to privilege or genius, but because they discovered and harnessed a power that lies dormant in every human soul. That power, my friends, is persistence. It is the quiet resolve that refuses to yield, the steady hand that continues to build when others have abandoned hope, the inner voice that whispers, "Press on," when the world shouts, "Give up." It is the golden thread that runs through every story of triumph, the secret ingredient in every recipe for success. It is more potent than talent, more enduring than luck, and more valuable than gold. Let us be clear, it is not genius, nor privilege, nor even education that marks the difference between those who succeed and those who falter. It is persistence, the ability to stand firm when others yield, to continue when others quit, to believe when others doubt. This, my friends, is the golden key that unlocks the treasure house of success. But what is persistence? Is it simply stubbornness, a refusal to change course? No. Persistence is intelligent, adaptable, and purposeful. It is the unwavering commitment to a worthy goal, a willingness to learn from failure, to adjust your plans, and to keep moving forward, step by step, day by day, until victory is achieved. In the pages that follow, I will share with you the timeless principles that have guided the world's greatest achievers. I will tell you stories, some drawn from history, others from the realm of imagination, that will illuminate the path before you. I will offer practical steps, not as rigid rules, but as guiding lights to help you navigate the storms of life. And above all, I will challenge you to look within, to discover the wellspring of persistence that lies waiting to be awakened. So let us begin our journey together. Let us unlock the doors of success through the unstoppable force of persistence. The power of desire, the starting point of all achievement. Every great achievement begins with a burning desire. Desire is the starting point of all accomplishment, the spark that ignites the flame of action. Without desire, there can be no will to act, no reason to persist, no hope of victory. Desire is the architect of our destinies, the silent force that shapes our lives. Consider, if you will, the story of Edwin C. Barnes, a man whose burning desire was to become a business associate of the great Thomas Edison. Barnes did not possess wealth, nor did he have influential friends. He had little more than a vision and a determination to see it realized. He did not say to himself, "I will try to work with Edison." He said, "I will work with Edison, and I will persist until I succeed." He saved enough money for a train ticket and presented himself at Edison's laboratory, declaring his intention. Though he was not given the partnership he sought at first, he accepted a minor job, but he never lost sight of his goal. Years passed, and his persistence paid off. When the opportunity arose, Barnes seized it, and his dream became reality. This is the power of a burning desire. It transforms wishes into will, and will into action. It is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. If you would unlock the doors of success, begin by kindling within your heart a desire so strong, so vivid, that it will not tolerate defeat. But how does one cultivate such desire? It begins with clarity. You must know, with absolute certainty, what it is you want. Vague wishes yield vague results. Write your chief aim in life upon your mind as if it were carved in stone. Speak it aloud each morning and each night. See yourself already in possession of your goal. Let your desire become the fire that lights your way through every shadow of doubt. Let me share another story. In a small village, a young boy named Samuel dreamed of becoming a physician. His family was poor, his resources few, but his desire was unquenchable. He studied by candlelight, worked odd jobs to pay for books, and sought out every opportunity to learn. When doors closed, he found windows. When others doubted, he pressed on. Years later, Samuel returned to his village, not only as a doctor, but as a beacon of hope for all who dared to dream. His desire had carried him over mountains of difficulty and through valleys of despair. Desire, then, is not a fleeting wish, but a consuming passion. It is the engine that drives all progress, the force that compels us to rise after every fall. If you would achieve greatness, let your desire burn so brightly that it cannot be extinguished by the winds of adversity. Pause and reflect. What is your chief desire? What would you pursue if you knew you could not fail? Write it down. Let it become the compass that guides your every step. Now let us journey onward to the next great principle, the power of faith. The power of faith, the eternal elixir. Faith, my friends, is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with desire, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration, translates it into its spiritual equivalent, and transmits it to infinite intelligence. Faith is the foundation upon which all miracles are built, the invisible bridge that carries us from the realm of dreams to the land of achievement. Let us pause and consider the story of Mahatma Gandhi, a frail man who, armed with nothing but faith and a burning desire for freedom, led millions to independence. He had no armies, no wealth, no political power. Yet his faith in his cause was so absolute that it inspired a nation to rise and claim its destiny. Gandhi's faith was not a passive hope, but an active for say living, breathing conviction that shaped his every thought, word, and deed. Faith is not a gift reserved for the few. It is a state of mind that can be cultivated by all. The method is simple, yet profound repetition of affirmations, vivid visualization, and a steadfast refusal to entertain doubt. When you speak words of belief, when you see yourself already in possession of your goal, you impress these ideas upon your subconscious mind. Over time, faith becomes your natural state, your default response to every challenge. Let me share another tale. In the bustling city of Chicago, a young woman named Clara dreamed of opening a school for children who had been forgotten by society. She faced ridicule, financial hardship, and endless red tape. But each morning, she stood before her mirror and declared, "I am building a haven of hope. I am guided by faith, and I will not be denied." Day after day, she visualized the laughter of children, the warmth of a classroom, the joy of learning. Her faith became a magnet, drawing to her the people, resources, and opportunities she needed. Today, Clara's school stands as a testament to the power of faith in action. If you would strengthen your faith, begin by choosing affirmations that reflect your belief in your goal. Repeat them daily with emotion and conviction. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your vision. When doubt arises, recall your past successes, however small, and let them reinforce your faith. Remember, faith is not the absence of fear, but the triumph of belief over fear. Pause and ask yourself, what do you believe is possible for your life? What would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? Let your faith be the wind beneath your wings, lifting you above the storms of uncertainty. Let us now turn to the next great principle, the mysterious force of autosuggestion. Autosuggestion, the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. Now, let us explore a principle that is both subtle and profound, the power of autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is the agency through which you may reach and influence the subconscious mind. It is the means by which you may develop faith, transform desire into belief, and belief into reality. The subconscious mind does not reason. It accepts whatever thoughts you repeatedly feed it, whether true or false. If you tell yourself, "I am destined to succeed," and repeat it with feeling, your subconscious will accept it as fact and guide your actions accordingly. Each day, he plants seeds, some of hope, some of fear, some of ambition, some of doubt. The soil does not judge. It simply brings forth whatever is sown. So it is with your mind. The thoughts you plant, water, and nurture will grow into the circumstances of your life. Let us consider the story of a young woman named Evelyn. Despite repeated failures in her early career, she began each day by affirming, "I am a successful writer. My words inspire and uplift others." Over time, her confidence grew, her skills improved, and opportunities began to appear. Today, she is a celebrated author, her books read by thousands. This is the power of autosuggestion in action. But beware, autosuggestion works both ways. If you dwell on thoughts of failure, inadequacy, or fear, your subconscious will accept these as commands. It will shape your actions, your habits, and your destiny accordingly. Therefore, guard your mind as you would a precious garden. Weed out the negative, and plant only that which you wish to harvest. To harness the power of autosuggestion, begin by writing a set of positive, present mind tense affirmations related to your chief aim. Repeat them aloud with feeling at least twice daily. Place reminders of your affirmations where you will see them often on your mirror, your desk, your phone. When negative thoughts arise, counter them immediately with your affirmations. Over time, you will find that your mind becomes a fertile field, yielding a harvest of confidence, resilience, and achievement. Pause and reflect. What seeds are you planting in the garden of your mind? Are they seeds of hope, courage, and determination, or seeds of doubt and fear? Choose wisely, for as you sow, so shall you reap. Let us now move forward to the next pillar of success: specialized knowledge, the foundation of power. Specialized knowledge, the foundation of power. Let us now turn to a principle that is often misunderstood, yet absolutely essential to the building of any lasting success: specialized knowledge. Knowledge, in itself, is only potential power. It becomes actual power only when it is organized into definite plans of action and directed toward a definite end. The world is filled with educated derelicts, men and women who possess knowledge, but lack the will or the plan to use it. Consider the story of Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men of his time. Carnegie attributed his success not to his own knowledge, but to his ability to assemble a team of men who possessed the specialized knowledge he required. He understood that no one can know everything, but anyone can acquire the knowledge necessary for their purpose. He sought out experts, learned from them, and applied their wisdom to his vision. In doing so, he built an empire that changed the world. Let us look at another example. Maria, a young woman from humble beginnings, dreamed of becoming a physician. Lacking resources, she worked by day and studied by night. Years passed before she was accepted into medical school. Her persistence not only earned her a degree, but inspired others in her community to pursue their dreams. Maria's story reminds us that obstacles are not roadblocks, but stepping stones for those who persist in acquiring the knowledge they need. Specialized knowledge is not limited to formal education. It can be found in books, apprenticeships, conversations with experts, and the lessons of experience. The key is to identify the specific knowledge you need to achieve your goal and then to seek it out with determination and humility. Never stop learning. The world changes rapidly, and those who adapt succeed. Ask yourself, what knowledge do you need to reach your chief aim? Where can you find it? Who can teach you? Make it your mission to become a student of your craft, a seeker of wisdom, and a master of application. Let us now proceed to the next great principle: imagination, the workshop of the mind. Imagination, the workshop of the mind. Now, let us enter the workshop of the mind, imagination. It is the invisible architect of every invention, every work of art, every leap forward in human progress. Imagination is divided into two forms: synthetic imagination, which arranges old concepts into new combinations, and creative imagination, which receives inspiration from infinite intelligence. Let us recall the story of the Wright brothers, two bicycle mechanics from Dayton, Ohio, who dared to imagine a machine that could fly. The world laughed at their dream, but they persisted. Through countless failures, they refined their designs, learned from each setback, and pressed on. Their imagination, fueled by desire and persistence, conquered the air and changed the course of history. Imagination is not the exclusive domain of artists or inventors. It is the birthright of every man and woman. It is the power to see beyond what is, to envision what could be, and to chart a course toward it. The greatest fortunes, the most enduring legacies, have been built by those who dared to imagine a better world and then set about creating it. Let me share another tale. In a bustling city, a young teacher named Rosa saw her students struggling with outdated materials. Rather than accept the status quo, she imagined a classroom filled with color, music, and interactive learning. She began to create her own lessons, drawing on her imagination to make each day an adventure. Her students flourished, their minds awakened by the power of creative thought. Rosa's classroom became a beacon, inspiring other teachers to reimagine what was possible. To cultivate your imagination, set aside time each day for creative thought. Let your mind wander freely. Keep a notebook to record ideas, however wild or impractical they may seem. Ask yourself, how can I improve what already exists? What new solutions can I create? Share your ideas with others. Collaboration often sparks greater creativity. Pause and reflect. What vision do you hold for your life? What new possibilities can you imagine? Let your imagination be the workshop where your dreams are forged into reality. Let us now move to the next principle: organized planning, the crystallization of desire into action. Organized planning, the crystallization of desire into action. Desire, faith, and imagination are the seeds of achievement, but it is organized planning that brings forth the harvest. Without a plan, even the most ardent desire is but a wish, a fleeting hope that drifts upon the wings of chance. Organized planning is the process by which you transform your dreams into concrete steps, your intentions into results. Let us consider the story of Henry Ford. Ford's desire was to build a car affordable to the masses. His faith in this vision was unshakable, and his imagination conceived the moving assembly line. But it was his methodical, organized planning that turned vision into reality. He broke down the process of automobile manufacturing into simple, repeatable steps, assigned each task to a specialized worker, and created a system that revolutionized industry. Ford's success was not the result of luck, but of careful planning, relentless execution, and the willingness to adjust his course as needed. Organized planning is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. Plans must be flexible, adaptable to changing circumstances. The most successful men and women are those who review their plans regularly, learn from their failures, and make improvements without hesitation. They do not cling to a failing strategy out of pride or stubbornness. Instead, they seek feedback, consult with trusted advisors, and remain open to new ideas. Let me share another example. A young entrepreneur named David dreamed of opening a bakery. He began with a simple plan to bake bread and sell it to his neighbors. But as he encountered challenges, rising costs, changing tastes, new competitors, he revised his plan, diversified his offerings, and sought partnerships with local cafes. Each setback became a lesson, each lesson a stepping stone. Today, David's Bakery is a thriving business, a testament to the power of organized, persistent planning. To create your own plan, begin by writing down your chief aim and the steps required to achieve it. Break each step into smaller, manageable tasks. Set deadlines for each task, and hold yourself accountable. Seek out mentors and advisors who can offer guidance and support. Review your progress regularly, and do not be afraid to revise your plan as new information becomes available. Pause and reflect. What is your plan for achieving your chief desire? Is it written down, clear, and actionable? Are you reviewing and improving it regularly? Remember, a plan is a living document, a map that guides you through the ever-changing landscape of life. Let us now proceed to the next principle, the power of decision. Decision, the mastery of procrastination. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. It is the silent enemy that robs men and women of their dreams, leaving them stranded in the wasteland of what might have been. Successful people are decisive. They make decisions quickly and change them slowly, if at all. They understand that every moment of hesitation is a moment lost, a chance surrendered to doubt and fear. Consider the story of Abraham Lincoln. Throughout his life, Lincoln faced countless decisions, some trivial, others monumental. He was not always certain, nor was he immune to doubt. But when the time came to act, he did so with conviction. His decision to issue the Emancipation Proclamation, despite fierce opposition, changed the course of history. Lincoln's legacy is a testament to the power of decisive action. Indecision breeds anxiety, confusion, and regret. It is the enemy of progress. To master the art of decision, you must cultivate the habit of acting promptly, based on the best information available. Do not wait for perfect certainty, for it rarely comes. Trust your judgment, and be willing to accept the consequences of your choices. Let me share another story. A young woman named Leela dreamed of becoming an artist. For years, she hesitated, doubting her talent and fearing rejection. One day, she resolved to act. She enrolled in art school, submitted her work to galleries, and began to share her creations with the world. Each decision, though small, built her confidence and propelled her forward. Today, Leela is a celebrated artist, her work admired by many. Her story reminds us that every journey begins with a single, decisive step. To strengthen your power of decision, practice making choices quickly and confidently. Start with small decisions, and build your way up to larger ones. Trust yourself, and remember that no decision is final. Life is a series of choices, each one an opportunity to learn and grow. Pause and reflect. What decisions are you avoiding? What opportunities are slipping away while you hesitate? Resolve today to act, to choose, and to move forward with courage and conviction. Let us now turn to the next great principle, persistence, the sustained effort necessary to induce faith and achievement. Persistence, the sustained effort that ignites faith. Persistence is the sustained effort necessary to induce faith and transform desire into reality. It is the iron will that refuses to yield, a steady march that continues long after others have fallen by the wayside. Without persistence, even the greatest plans and the noblest intentions are doomed to wither and die. Let us recall the story of Thomas Edison. Edison's quest to invent the electric light was marked by thousands of failures. Yet, each setback only strengthened his resolve. When asked about his repeated failures, Edison replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence, more than his genius, was the key to his success. Edison's story is a shining example of the power of sustained effort. Persistence is not blind stubbornness. It is intelligent, adaptable, and purposeful. It is the willingness to learn from failure, to adjust your course, and to keep moving forward, no matter how great the obstacles. The most successful people are those who persist when others quit, who continue when others surrender, who believe when others doubt. Let me share another example. A young athlete named Marcus dreamed of running in the Olympics. He trained relentlessly, rising before dawn, enduring pain and disappointment. Injuries threatened to end his career, but he refused to give up. Each setback became a lesson, each lesson a stepping stone. Years later, Marcus stood on the Olympic podium, a testament to the power of persistence. To develop persistence, begin by cultivating a burning desire for your goal. Strengthen your faith through daily affirmations and visualization. Create a clear, actionable plan and commit to following it, no matter how difficult the journey. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage your efforts. When obstacles arise, use them as opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Pause and reflect. How persistent are you in the pursuit of your dreams? Do you give up at the first sign of difficulty? Or do you press on, undaunted by setbacks? Remember, persistence is the bridge between desire and achievement, the force that transforms dreams into reality. Let us now move to the next principle, the power of the mastermind. The mastermind principle, the power of collective wisdom. No man achieves great success alone. The most powerful force in the world is the alliance of minds working together in harmony toward a common goal. This is the principle of the mastermind, a friendly alliance of two or more people who share a definite purpose in the spirit of cooperation. Consider the story of the founding fathers of the United States. Men of diverse backgrounds and opinions, they came together to forge a new nation. Through debate, compromise, and mutual respect, they created a document, the Constitution, that has endured for centuries. Their success was not the result of individual genius, but of collective wisdom, shared vision, and persistent effort. The mastermind principle is not limited to great historical events. It is at work in every successful business, every thriving community, every enduring partnership. When minds come together in a spirit of harmony, they create a force greater than the sum of their parts. Ideas are refined, plans are strengthened, and obstacles are overcome. Let me share another example. A group of young engineers dreamed of building a new kind of bridge. Alone, each lacked the knowledge and resources to succeed. But together, pooling their skills and insights, they designed and constructed a bridge that became a marvel of modern engineering. Their story is a testament to the power of the mastermind. To harness this principle, seek out like-minded individuals who share your vision and values. Form alliances based on trust, respect, and mutual benefit. Meet regularly to share ideas, offer support, and hold each other accountable. Celebrate each other's successes, and learn from each other's failures. The mastermind is a source of inspiration, encouragement, and strength. Pause and reflect. Who are the members of your mastermind group? Are you surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher, who challenge you to grow, who share your commitment to success? Remember, together you can achieve far more than you ever could alone. Let us now proceed to the next principle, the power of the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind, the connecting link. The subconscious mind is the connecting link between the conscious mind, the seat of reason and will, and infinite intelligence, the source of all inspiration and power. It is the fertile soil in which the seeds of desire, faith, and persistence are sown and brought to fruition. The subconscious mind works day and night, shaping your thoughts, habits, and destiny. Consider the story of a composer named Ludwig. Plagued by self-minus doubt and criticism, he struggled to complete his greatest work. Yet, each night as he drifted into sleep, he visualized himself conducting a triumphant symphony. His subconscious mind, free from the constraints of doubt and fear, began to offer him melodies, harmonies, and inspiration. In time, Ludwig completed his masterpiece, a work that would endure for generations. The subconscious mind is influenced by the thoughts you dwell upon, the emotions you feel, and the beliefs you hold. If you feed it with positive, empowering ideas, it will guide you toward success. If you fill it with fear, doubt, and negativity, it will lead you astray. Therefore, guard your thoughts, nurture your faith, and persist in the pursuit of your dreams. To harness the power of your subconscious mind, practice daily visualization and affirmation. Before sleep, review your goals and imagine yourself already in possession of them. Trust that your subconscious will work on your behalf, guiding you toward the people, opportunities, and ideas you need. Pause and reflect. What thoughts are you impressing upon your subconscious mind? Are they thoughts of hope, courage, and achievement, or thoughts of fear and limitation? Choose wisely, for your subconscious is always listening. Let us now move to the next principle, the power of the brain. The brain, a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. The human brain is a marvel of creation, a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, sends out vibrations that influence not only your own mind, but the minds of others. The brain is the instrument through which you connect with infinite intelligence, the source of all inspiration and power. Consider the story of Nikola Tesla, a man whose mind was attuned to the highest frequencies of thought. Tesla's inventions, many of which were conceived in moments of inspiration, have shaped the modern world. He understood that the brain is not a closed system, but an open channel through which ideas, insights, and inspiration flow. Your brain is most powerful when it is focused, energized, and attuned to a definite purpose. When you combine desire, faith, and persistence, you create a mental state that attracts the people, resources, and opportunities you need. The thoughts you send out return to you, multiplied and magnified. Let me share another example. A young scientist named Amina dreamed of discovering a cure for a rare disease. She devoted herself to study, research, and experimentation. Each day, she visualized herself making a breakthrough. Her focused thought attracted collaborators, funding, and inspiration. In time, Amina's discovery saved countless lives, a testament to the power of the brain in action. To maximize the power of your brain, cultivate habits of focus, clarity, and positive expectation. Limit distractions, nourish your body and mind, and seek out environments that inspire creativity. Remember, your brain is a powerful tool. Use it wisely. Pause and reflect. What thoughts are you broadcasting to the world? Are they thoughts of hope, courage, and achievement, or thoughts of fear and limitation? Tune your mind to the frequency of success, and watch as the world responds in kind. Let us now proceed to the next principle, the mysterious power of the sixth sense. The sixth sense, the door to infinite intelligence. The sixth sense is the mysterious faculty by which infinite intelligence communicates with the conscious mind. It is the source of inspiration, intuition, and flashes of insight that guide you toward your highest good. The sixth sense cannot be forced or controlled, but it can be cultivated through faith, persistence, and a definite purpose. Consider the story of Joan of Arc, a young woman who, guided by visions and inner promptings, led her people to victory against overwhelming odds. Her sixth sense, attuned to a higher power, gave her the courage and conviction to act in the face of danger and doubt. Joan's story is a reminder that we are all connected to a source of wisdom greater than ourselves. The sixth sense often speaks in whispers, a sudden idea, a feeling of certainty, a nudge to act. Those who listen, who trust their intuition, are often guided to opportunities and solutions that logic alone cannot provide. The most successful people are those who honor both reason and intuition, who blend the wisdom of the mind with the guidance of the spirit. Let me share another example. A businessman named Victor faced a difficult decision. Logic offered no clear answer, but his intuition urged him to take a bold step. Trusting his inner voice, Victor acted, and his decision led to unexpected success. His story is a testament to the power of the sixth sense. To cultivate your sixth sense, set aside time each day for quiet reflection and meditation. Listen to your inner voice and trust the guidance you receive. Keep a journal of your insights and inspirations, and act upon them when they arise. The more you honor your intuition, the stronger it becomes. Pause and reflect. Are you listening to the whispers of your sixth sense? Are you open to inspiration, guidance, and insight from a higher source? Trust that you are never alone, and that infinite intelligence is always ready to guide you. Conclusion: the call to action. My friends, we have journeyed together through the timeless principles that unlock the doors of success. We have explored the power of desire, faith, autosuggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decision, persistence, the mastermind, the subconscious mind, the brain, and the sixth sense. Each principle is a stepping stone, a key that opens the treasure house of achievement. But knowledge alone is not enough. You must act. You must persist. You must believe in your power to shape your destiny. The world is waiting for your gifts, your vision, your courage. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back. Rise up, take the first step, and keep moving forward, no matter how great the obstacles. Remember, success is not reserved for the chosen few. It is the birthright of all who dare to dream, to plan, to act, and to persist. The power lies within you. Become the architect of your own destiny. Now, go forth with faith, with courage, and with unstoppable persistence. The world waits your greatness. Practical steps to unlocking success through unstoppable persistence. Now, before we part, let us distill these lessons into practical steps you can begin today. For knowledge, when not acted upon, is like a seed left unplanted, full of potential, but yielding no harvest. First, define your chief aim. Take time to write down your greatest desire. Be specific. Let it be clear, vivid, and compelling. Place it where you will see it daily. Second, build unshakable faith. Create affirmations that reflect your belief in your goal. Repeat them morning and night, with emotion and conviction. Visualize yourself already in possession of your desire. Third, practice autosuggestion. Guard your thoughts. When doubt or fear arises, counter it with your affirmations. Plant only seeds of hope, courage, and determination in the garden of your mind. Fourth, acquire specialized knowledge. Identify the knowledge you need. Seek it out through books, mentors, courses, and experience. Never stop learning, and never let a lack of knowledge become an excuse for inaction. Fifth, cultivate imagination. Set aside time for creative thought. Keep a notebook for ideas. Ask yourself daily, how can I improve? What new solutions can I create? 6. Organize your plans, break your chief aim into actionable steps. Set deadlines. Review your progress regularly, and revise your plan as needed. Seek feedback and remain adaptable. 7. Make decisive choices. Practice making decisions quickly and confidently. Trust your judgment. Remember, action is the antidote to fear and indecision. 8. Persist relentlessly when obstacles arise. View them as opportunities to grow. Refuse to give up. Let each setback strengthen your resolve. 9. Form a mastermind alliance. Surround yourself with people who share your vision and values. Meet regularly to share ideas, offer support, and hold each other accountable. 10. Harness the power of your subconscious. Visualize your goals before sleep. Trust that your subconscious is working on your behalf, guiding you towards success. 11. Can your brain to success limit distractions? Focus your thoughts on your chief aim. Expect positive outcomes, and your mind will attract the people and opportunities you need. 12. Listen to your sixth sense. Set aside time for quiet reflection. Trust your intuition. Act on the guidance you receive, and keep a journal of your insights. Remember, these steps are not to be rushed. Mastery comes through daily practice, through the steady accumulation of small victories. Each day, take one step forward. Each day, renew your commitment to your dream. A final word of encouragement. As you embark upon your journey, know that you are not alone. The path to success is well-minus trodden by those who have gone before you, men and women who face the same doubts, the same fears, the same obstacles. Their stories are proof that greatness is possible for all who persist. When the night is darkest, when the winds of adversity howl, remember the words of Napoleon Hill: every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Let your persistence be your shield, your faith your compass, and your desire the fire that lights your way. The world awaits your greatness. Rise up, act, and let nothing stop you. Appendix Real minus Life: examples of unstoppable persistence. To further inspire your journey, let us look to the lives of men and women whose stories exemplify the principles within these pages. Their triumphs are not accidents, but the result of persistent effort, unwavering faith, and a refusal to accept defeat. Helen Keller, born deaf and blind. Helen Keller's early life was shrouded in darkness and silence. Yet, with the help of her devoted teacher, Anne Sullivan, Helen learned to communicate, to read, and to write. Her persistence transformed her from a child of despair into a beacon of hope for millions. She became an author, activist, and lecturer, proving that no obstacle is insurmountable for the persistent soul. Walt Disney, rejected by bankers, doubted by critics, and bankrupted more than once, Walt Disney's journey was fraught with setbacks. Yet, he clung to his vision of a place where families could find joy and wonder. Through relentless effort and creative imagination, he built an empire that continues to inspire the world. Disney's story is a testament to the power of dreaming big and persisting through adversity. Sohiro Honda, as a young man, Sohiro Honda was rejected by Toyota for an engineering job. Undeterred, he began making scooters in his own workshop. Through years of trial, error, and relentless improvement, Honda built one of the world's most successful automotive companies. His story reminds us that rejection is not the end, but often the beginning of a greater journey. J.K. Rowling, before Harry Potter became a household name, J.K. Rowling faced poverty, depression, and a series of rejections from publishers. Yet she persisted, believing in her story and her ability to touch the hearts of readers. Her perseverance turned a single idea into a global phenomenon, inspiring millions to believe in the magic of their own dreams. Abraham Lincoln. Few have faced as many defeats as Abraham Lincoln. He lost jobs, failed in business, and suffered repeated political setbacks. Yet, he never gave up. These stories, and countless others, prove that unstoppable persistence is the common thread in every great achievement. Let them serve as reminders that you, too, possess the power to overcome, to rise, and to triumph. A challenge to the viewer. Now, I leave you with a challenge. Choose one principle from these pages and commit to practicing it daily for the next 30 days. Record your progress. Reflect on your growth. Share your journey with others, and encourage them to join you. In doing so, you will not only transform your own life, but you will become a light for others to follow. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today, and let your persistence carry you to heights you have only dreamed of. To continue your journey of growth and mastery, consider exploring the following classic works and resources. Each has stood the test of time and offers wisdom to strengthen your persistence and expand your understanding of success. First, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, the foundational text on the principles of achievement and the power of the mind. Second, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, a guide to cultivating optimism and faith in daily life. Third, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, a timeless meditation on the power of thought and character. Fourth, The Magic of Believing by Claudine. Crystal insights into the power of belief and visualization. Fifth, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey, practical habits for personal and professional effectiveness. Sixth, Man's Search for Meaning by Victor E. Frankl, a profound exploration of purpose, resilience, and the human spirit. Seventh, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, a classic audio program on the power of goals and mindset. In addition to these books, seek out biographies of great achievers, listen to motivational lectures, and join communities of like-minded individuals who are committed to growth and excellence. Continue to feed your mind with uplifting ideas, surround yourself with positive influences, and never cease in your quest to become the best version of yourself. May your path be bright, your spirit unbreakable, and your persistence truly unstoppable. This essay was written in the spirit of Napoleon Hill, whose timeless wisdom has inspired generations to pursue greatness through the power of thought, faith, and persistence. The lessons within these pages are drawn from the well of classic success literature and the enduring stories of men and women who have shaped history through their determination and vision. May these words serve as a companion on your journey, a source of encouragement in moments of doubt, and a reminder that within you lies the power to achieve all that you desire.